What's going on, my fellow apes, and welcome back to another AMC stock video. And in this video, what we're going to be talking about is BlackRock's new position that they just announced on AMC stock. What we're also going to be talking about is some new short interest stuff and a bunch of different things that are coming in with AMC stock. What is happening right now? Why are we falling down? We got a lot to talk about in this video. So before I go any further, I'll ask that if you do enjoy this video, that you make sure to give it a thumbs up and you subscribe. Yada yada, not gonna waste your time. Let's get into this video. So it is currently 9:54 in the morning Central Time, meaning the market's been open for roughly an hour and a half, and AMC is down 4% on the day at $38.66 per share. Why are we possibly down? And that is going to be AMC is down because IWM is down. Any sharp movements in them, they move in tandem. AMC now at 38. More opportunity to buy at the dips. Hate to say it, could be eyeing a gap fill at $37. Pretty much what he is saying is, you see right here, we have some gap that we had right here, and we have some gap that needs to be filled over here. So we could go down to $37 per share. Just because that happens does not mean it's the worst thing in the world. We are currently on the 5-minute candle trading just on that 200-day moving average. But what we do see is IWM right now, right here, falling. So that does give hedge funds that kind of leverage that idea to push AMC down, because if IWM is going down, they want to bring them down together. Remember, IWM is the Russell 2000 ETF. That includes, I believe it's now 0.78% of their holding is AMC, which is a very big amount to have in just one ETF whenever you have that many stocks in that basket of stocks. So let's talk about some more stuff real quick. What we'll see right now is this. 1.5 billion shares of AMC traded off exchange in 1 month. That's 300% of the float being traded all in the dark pool. And this is from May. This is the most recent shares. You got Citadel, Virtue, G1 Execution, and 2 Sigma SEC. Total shares 1.5 billion, all in the dark pool. We've seen that they are abusing the dark pool, taking it to their advantage. And you might be sitting there like, oh my gosh, look at all this stuff right now. Look how many, all these companies, Apple, they have a float of 16, or shares outstanding of 16.7 billion pretty much. And their dark pool traded was only 512 million. We have a way lower float at shares outstanding at 513 million, with total shares in the dark pool being traded at 1.5 billion shares. That's the definition of dark pool abuse. People are taking this to their advantage. They're trying to control the stock price, and they're doing it in the dark pool. A bunch of different things are coming into play. But here's another big thing that I want to talk to you guys about. Was a pretty big article right now on AMC stock. Pretty much what they're saying is AMC makes a trend change for the bulls. Options traders hammers calls. What that means is the trend change. We've seen a downtrend on AMC stock. Traders are seeing an uptrend coming up very soon, seeing some momentum, and what are they doing? They're buying calls. Check this sentence out right here. Options traders now believe AMC will jump above the resistance level in the coming weeks and months, with a few even betting AMC could reach $100 or higher by December. Now, I don't think that they're including any squeeze. They are technically talking on technical indicators. We've seen different things. We've seen people say, hey, AMC is really a $73 stock. If they can get their free cash flow positive, which it is expected to be positive in the next year or two, as long as things keep going to play. We've seen AMC saying we're going to start showing UFC things. A bunch of different ways to innovate the company are happening. Let's talk about the next thing in this video, which is right now we have BlackRock Advantage Small Cap Core Fund institutional shares just added 448,000 shares. Remember, green rows indicate new position. So this is a brand new position to BlackRock. Their ticker BDSIX, with an average share price does not tell us, but value of $11.7 million. That is a very, very big value, okay? If we do the math on that, actually I'm going to do that real quick. They have a roughly average share price of $26.11 per share, which shows that they're in the green right now, and they are still potentially holding these shares. Remember, they bought them in Q2 and they reported in Q3. I do think that with some new regulations coming in, what I would really like to see is these forms being filled out on a monthly basis, and rather so than a quarterly, to keep people in check, especially people who are invested in a hedge fund. Because let's just say, for example, you are invested in BlackRock and you're waiting to see, you have to wait 3 months every single time to see what holdings do they have, what are they doing with the stock, what are they doing now. You have to wait 3 months to get that real 13F form. Just give it time. But what you see right here is this. Vornado goes after infamous Archegos fund for $160,000. Remember, we saw whenever that whole hedge fund collapsed, margin calls, bunch of things come into play, it affected a lot of other banks and a lot of other people. Remember, JP Morgan was affected. A lot of people were inflicted by the entire margin call that happened on just Archegos and the whole GME thing. The real estate investment firm has sued Archegos Capital Management for approximately $160,000 worth of unpaid rent. The reason I'm not clicking on this is because it's like a subscription thing, and whenever I pull it up, it pulls up that thing. But what you'll see is that they are losing money, and it shows that one hedge fund is falling, and we will potentially see that domino effect whenever AMC comes into play. They're doing everything in their power to delay the squeeze, to try and make it to where it doesn't happen, spreading FUD, having comments on YouTube videos, taking down Reddit posts, doing a bunch of different things to make sure that the squeeze is delayed or just does not happen. But all you can do to help your position and to help the squeeze is, one, don't day trade the stock. Buy shares that you can, money that you're willing to lose, not financial advice. And don't buy options unless you really know what you're doing and you plan on exercising them. A bunch of things that come into play. But buy and hold. Just don't sell. Just be patient, because patience pays. Keep it simple. What you'll see also right here is another big thing that I thought was pretty important, is the utilization back up to 90.13%. We can see utilization, as that number climbs, the better that it is in our situation, because it makes it harder for these hedge funds and all these people to get more shares on loan, which is currently sitting at 97.39 million. But as that number increases, guess what it does as well? The short borrow fee rate, and that means they pay more interest on these shorts. A bunch of other things come into play. Current short interest is estimated to be 76.13 million, with a borrow change of negative 279,000 shares. 14.88% is the estimated short interest of the free float. Looking on some FinTel data real quick before I close this video, we will look on the short interest just to see everything out there. I do believe that the short bar fee rate is still sitting very, very low. Short shares available at 500,000 and a short bar fee rate at 0.68%. Another thing to keep in mind is the entire market pretty much is going to be pretty red today. We've got a lot of COVID talk, so it is another reason as to why AMC stock is falling. It's just a part of the market. We know AMC's got a negative beta, but that does not always 100% mean that just because the market goes down, that AMC will 100% go up with a negative beta. It's just an indicator that does give us the most likely chances, but it does not mean the 100%. Because remember, especially in the market, nothing is 100% guaranteed. Now, we're also going to be talking about this. The short dollar volume sold short is currently sitting at 2.87 billion, which it was recently just 4.28 billion. But we saw the short interest increase by another 4 million shares. Do not let this freak you out. It's just because of the price change. The price is lower than it used to be. We have seen a slow downtrend over the total dollar volume sold short over the past few weeks, in the past month. But it's okay. Just give it some time. Patience pays. This does not mean that short's covered. If they covered, the price would not be downtrending. Just remember that. But that is what I got for you guys in this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and you subscribe. You turn on post notifications for daily videos just like this one, and you leave a comment below what you think about AMC stock for the rest of this week. I'll also see what my fellow apes are doing, what you guys are thinking. Check out my Discord and my Twitter. Links are in the description below, and I'll see you at the next video.